By day he was a harmless university student on campus, but by night he transformed into a terrifying 9-star assassin. Alone with a blade he ventured into the land of cherry blossoms, and slew dozens of the Yamaguchi syndicate's men. His strikes were so swift each cut meant instant death. A month later, while attending class at school, he suddenly sensed a sniper lying in wait over 800 meters away. At that moment the crosshairs were fixed right on his head. The next second a plainclothes officer walked in, and took the young man to the Public Security Bureau for questioning. It turned out just as he had entered the school grounds earlier, he had run into a street interview program crew. They were conducting questions using a lie detector via live stream. The young man hadn't wanted to engage with them, but then the host pulled out cash in the next moment, so he decided to play along briefly. Unexpectedly, the question they asked was whether he had ever killed anyone. The moment the question left her mouth, the live stream audience erupted. No one expected her to ask such a question to a seemingly harmless college student. The young man replied that life only comes once, and everyone should cherish life whether human or animal. After he left, the lie detector in the host's hands actually went off. However, this live stream caught the police's attention. They investigated the young man's information, only to find it clean as a blank sheet, except for a travel record showing he went abroad 3 months prior. But the captain on the side spotted something unusual. In those 3 months, the young man had visited M country, Myanmar, and the land of cherry blossoms. They cross-checked his entry and exit times in detail, and discovered they perfectly matched the times of certain deaths occurring overseas. Yet none of them knew the young man's identity was that of a special intelligence agent classified by Great Xia. They were almost certain it was him, so they notified everyone to assemble immediately. Just like that, the young man was invited to the Public Security Bureau for questioning, but his willpower proved extremely strong. To every question he had only one response, that he knew nothing. With no evidence, they had no choice but to let him go. That afternoon, as he prepared to go to his part-time job, the earlier host sought him out, wanting to follow and film him for 3 days, and transferred a sizable sum to the young man. Soon, he brought the program crew to his employer's home to work as a tutor. None of them expected that tutoring would require putting on protective gear. It turned out the family ran a butcher business. The employer told him that after each slaughter, the cleanup was extremely difficult. Not only was blood everywhere, but they also didn't know how to handle the remains. So he brought out medical substitutes from the hospital and asked the young man to demonstrate. But the audience found it completely unreasonable. That didn't look like a pig skeleton at all. Some even thought it must be a script designed to trick viewers. This live stream naturally drew police attention again. They asked the young man how to deal with bloodstains when butchering. Unexpectedly, he took out rubbing alcohol, mixed it evenly with toothpaste, then scrubbed the area repeatedly. After that, he rinsed it with cold water, leaving not a trace visible. His words instantly made everyone watching break into a cold sweat. The audience curiously asked the young man how to handle pig bones. He brought out sodium hydroxide and a cup of hot water. The former is strongly alkaline. The latter contains high levels of calcium. Combined, they can completely dissolve the remains. The young man's methods even shocked the forensic experts watching the stream. The captain immediately ordered his team to start door-to-door inspections. When the young man returned to campus, many classmates wanted him to mentor them, but he replied he wasn't interested and didn't want to engage with these peers.